Hello, 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 chain breaking mom coming in with a chain breaking word. Sorry, guys, that I'm late. I said I was going to come on at 7 o'clock, but I got held up. Today, we are talking about rejection. Is there any time in your life that you have felt rejected? And I'm going to keep looking over here to the right because I have my notes over here on what the steps are that I had wrote a blog about on being rejected. Feeling kind of cute today. Y'all drop y'all selfie in the comments down below. I want to see what y'all are doing in quarantine. I do want to talk about the fact of how this nation needs prayer with everything that's going on, with all the bad things that I'm seeing on Facebook. It just breaks my heart. And so much with what's going on in Minneapolis, and then the coronaviruses and people dealing with death and all that's coming against us with racism and things like that. It's very heartbreaking, and I just want to lift our nation up in prayer and pray for unity within our country to come together. It's crazy. I want to say that, none of it's really new. It's been this way since years and years ago, but if there's more availability to be able to see these things with social media and, people recording things, and it's just very heartbreaking. But I just want to talk with you all today. I want to say thank you to all my supporters that are following me. Chain Breaking Mom, mission to help encourage you and to encourage me, to encourage one another, to break away free from anything that may be hindering you from addiction or toxic relationships, or even your own toxic mind, because sometimes we have to take some accountability for our own actions and our own selves. So I am planning on going live on Thursday evenings at 7 o'clock every week and following up with my blog post. And the link is in the comments to go to the blog post, Are You Feeling Rejected? And you can follow with me along with the 5 steps that I have listed. And I just want to start off by saying that rejection hurts, but don't be afraid of rejection. If we end up being afraid of rejection, we end up isolating ourselves and we don't take risk, and we try to save ourselves from being heartbroken or ever getting hurt from relationships or even jobs or even our own parents or our own children at that matter. But so there's not one person that's never felt rejected from anything. There's different types of rejection, whether it be from a job, boyfriend, husband, parent, child. We all have felt some type of rejection at some point. Being rejected can really hit us hard if we allow it to. And it may hit us hard, at the beginning, and it hurts, and, cry, get it out your system, but don't wallow in it. Get back up and get your mindset right, get your mind right, and keep on going and keep on trying. We have to become mentally strong to be able to cope with any type of rejection and allow the pain to help us grow even stronger through each and every season of our lives, from year to year, month to month, week to week, day to day. We become stronger when we don't give up and we strive to persevere and to push through. But a few things to do in that moment, in that very moment when you feel like you are being rejected: acknowledge it, take a deep breath. Our emotions will be all over the place, and we have to take control over our emotions. And our emotions, one of the best things that I've heard someone tell me before is that our emotions are meant to be great servants, but not great masters. They're not meant to master us and take over us. God gave us emotions for a reason, for us to use them accordingly, but not allow, our emotions to wallow in our own emotions. But be self-aware of your very own emotions and know that rejection is known for a purpose in your life, and trust God his purpose for your life, and when he shuts a door, and whatever the situation may be with rejection that comes forward in your life, trust and believe and have faith in him, knowing that that door is being shut for a reason, for him to protect you, because he wants what's best for us, and he knows what's best for us. We want to take action in our own lives and take control and want things to happen in a certain way and try to pray things into existence. And whenever they don't work, our expectations, even in our own prayer life, we can end up just hurting our own selves. So don't be afraid of rejection. If you don't go forward to take chances, then you may be living in your comfort zone, and that you are afraid to get out of. A lot of people, even including myself, was afraid to get out of my own comfort zone. So I was afraid to take chances, to take risks, because I was afraid of failure, not wanting to fail and make more mistakes. But as I'm getting older, I'm learning that making mistakes, I stumble into becoming a wiser person with my mistakes. So don't be afraid to take risks and get out your comfort zone, because if you're going to stay in your comfort zone, then you're not going to grow. I encourage you all, whatever, for example, I was living in a house that was paid for. My dad left it to me, and I stepped out of my comfort zone. I could have stayed in that house and been comfortable the whole time and, not had a mortgage or anything to pay for. But in that moment, I sold the house and I paid off some debt and did things. And now, I stepped out in faith, knowing that God was going to provide and take care of me no matter what. And so I am here. That was 2 years ago. And now I'm here today. So, but if I was scared, which I was scared, I was so scared. I'll never forget that day whenever I signed those papers. I was so scared to get out my comfort zone, but I pushed myself through that fear, and I have grown a whole lot since then. So don't ever think that you're not good enough or worthy. Give yourself grace and speak life over the situation and yourself. The one thing that we can do is always speak negative over our own self. And when we speak those things about ourselves, we believe it. So start speaking positive over yourself so that you can start believing things over yourself, that God is given you. He hasn't given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. He's made us strong. He's called us to be peacemakers. He's called us to be courageous. He's called us to be beautifully and wonderfully made. He knows everything, and he speaks promises over our lives. He promises us a plan and a future. So speak word positive, and have positive influencers around you also, because negative energy can be passed on to you, being around negative all the time. So also look for the positive in every situation. I should have had me something to drink because my mouth is dry. Being rejected does not define who you are as a person. Your self-worth is not based on other people's opinions over your life. This here is huge to me because, sorry, had a phone call. We value other people's opinions too much. And I just want to say right now, today, stop valuing someone else's opinion over your life. Stop worrying about what people are going to say about you, what they talk about you behind your back, or they don't walk the life that you're living. They don't walk the walk with you. It's their opinion. And when you value their opinion, then you end up looking down even on your own self. So other people's opinions over your lives, they don't, someone can speak stuff over your life all they want to, but it's just their opinion. And don't take their opinion so personal. Be more strong and built in your foundation that you have built and within yourself to know who you are and whose you are, in Jesus' name. So take it as a lesson to learn and grow from it. Allow it to push you to the limits and take action over your life and grow from it. The most important is to not take it personal, which I just said. So in this chain breaking moment, what are you feeling rejected by? A breakup, someone that you spent time with, or you gave your time to and you caught feelings for. And a breakup, it can be heartbreaking. And then after you spent so much time with that other person, and then all of a sudden they're out of your life, and then you're like, oh my God, now what do I do? So, but that's where we also have to remember our self-worth doesn't come in someone else's hands. So know who you are and whose you are, and make sure, please let me know. I want to hear from you guys, and leave a comment, email me. Go to my website, chainbreakingmom.com, and read the blog, Are You Feeling Rejected? And let me know what you feel as far as feeling rejected. I know there's plenty of times in my life that I felt rejected, going through a divorce, friends backstabbing you in the back, people not being loyal to you, loyal to their word. People go through so much, not being able to trust anybody these days. And that's why a lot of us that have been hurt so much in our lives, we have this brick wall up, and sometimes we don't know how to even open up to anybody. And it's hard to have close relationships with anybody anymore these days after you've been heartbroken. So, but you get the healing, and you find the healing that you need, and find out who you are is a beautiful thing. Being single, as a single mom, I was single for a while, and I am still single, but finding out who I am as a person, and whenever I had started having children at a young age, at 18, and then being in a relationship for so long, I ended up being in a relationship. I put myself on the back burner. I don't even know. I'm still seeking out things today of what I like to do, which I like to go to the gun range, shoot my gun. I like to shoot pool. I like to be around my best friends that uplift me and encourage me. I love to laugh. If you knew me as a person, I can be funny. My personality, I found out who I was being single, and it's very important to do that. So, a lot of times rejection, God's redirecting you in a direction where he wants you to go. So you have to have faith and just know and trust that he has something better for you. He has something good for you. So I say go for as many no's and go for as many rejections or that you can, so then God can direct you eventually into your path and your purpose in life. But I will see you all next week on Thursday. Again, Thursday I'm going to start going live at 7 o'clock. Follow up on my blog post on www.chainbreakingmom.com. I'm also uploading these videos on YouTube. Rhonda Stanley, aka Chain Breaking Mom. God bless you all. I love you. Thank you for your support.